automations and how not to be a process prisoner. And one of the ways to do that is kind of to stop focusing on one part of your small business and instead focus on multiple parts at the same time. This is how you become no longer a process prisoner, because you can replicate one function from another product and carry that over into another product. And I'll be talking about that shortly. So before I do that, I do wanted to let you guys know the sponsor of this program is Freedom Fusion System, AI-driven talent and automation agency. I'm the founder of the agency, and basically you're going to learn from me. My name is Ron Wells, your favorite FUD expert and side hustler nerd. And I wanted to talk to you how you could no longer be a process prisoner. So the workshop that I'm running is this workshop over here. If you go to free workshop, if you go to bio.link/Freedom Fusion System, you quickly will see the workshop. And just to kind of show you guys that this is happening all at the same time on YouTube, I'm going to kind of carry that over into the YouTube and show that as well, right? So this is happening in multiple platforms. So this way you can kind of carry along, go along. And if you need replays, definitely subscribe. And if you want to see that on a bigger screen, definitely subscribe, right? So we're going to quickly, I'll just kind of show to you like this is happening live, right? So this way you could quickly join. So it's about to reflect that it's happening live. There's a little delay when it happens. So once it starts replicating, then you guys quickly going to be able to understand. I just did another workshop. Before we begin with this workshop, I did another one called Freedom Fusion Digital. This is the workshop that is dedicated for the bus, for the digital bus and what we're doing there. But for this one, we are doing Freedom Fusion automations. So Freedom Fusion automations, it's the quickest way for you to get hybrid skills. If you go through any of the workshops that I'm doing now, right? As you can see, like if I look at, stream on YouTube, on Zoom, you see live button, stop button, right? This is how we quickly know that everything's going. I see only 3 participants, even though this workshop was advertised throughout entire week, and still I don't see anybody joining yet, right? So now I do see that we're going live over here, right? And I'm gonna just kind of show to you guys that this is indeed, we are live, okay? And then you can just tag along. Okay, so today we're gonna be talking about process, how not to be a process prisoner. The best way that I could describe that to you, and many of you coming from different types of backgrounds, first of all, this workshop is dedicated for anybody who has some sort of a small business and looking to figure out a way for how to break free from being a process prisoner and become a freedom founder instead. Unlock business growth with automations, and in the process, receive a month of free automation services. So if any of you guys are interested in that, continue tagging along. So this workshop is organized to be at 1 p.m. Eastern, and it's free, and it's duration should be modified to like 30 minutes. That's one thing I got to modify. It's actually 30 minutes, not 1 hour. And yeah, though, in fact, we're going to modify that quickly now in the process. And we do that by identifying this workshop quickly in a Go High Level. And Go High Level is the CRM system that I'm using. Everything that runs on Freedom Fusion System is basically the entire Freedom Fusion System runs on Go High Level CRM. So what we're going to do, we're going to modify this entry over here. For example, from 1 hour to 30 minutes, right? So the first thing, in the process of you learning how no longer become a process prisoner, you're going to also learn how to use Go High Level. Because essentially, Go High Level is a way for you to truly navigate through those high cardinality, heterogeneous complexities that you are trying to execute on your daily life and deal with them, right? Now, once you unlock digital marketing skills, you're going to be able to quickly learn how to go above and beyond, right? Now, as you can see, Bogdan, who was supposed to show up, did not show up in the meeting. So to be no longer a process prisoner and kind of keep going back and forth and saying, hey, did you show up? Did you not show up? I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to drag him over here into no show, right? No show over here, right? I'm just going to kind of show that, right? Boom, no show right away. Right away, it went into a nurturing campaign, the no show campaign where there's another email that gets notified and I don't have to worry about it. I'm no longer a process prisoner. there's a notification email that went out saying, hey, you didn't show up, right? So I just demonstrated to you just one of the ways for how you deal with being no longer a process prisoner using Go High Level, right? Now, you could use Go High Level for many different things. We use it to build our talent agency, multiple product lines that we're building. You could use it for building your Airbnb business. If you're renting out your apartments and you want to take control of all of your Airbnb guests and wanted to have your own portal that goes beyond Airbnb and get an extra profit, then yeah, like instead of having to go through Airbnb, you could no longer become a process prisoner and leverage your own book appointment system, um, your own web page and whatnot, right? And in the process of that, save money, that 15% fee that you would be otherwise paying for Airbnb. Now, and whether or not you want to do that, that's just entirely separate question, right? In some cases, yeah, you want to do that. In some cases, no, because it does protect your insurance company, from an insurance standpoint and all sorts of other standpoints, right? But I'm not going to be discussing that here too much, other than the fact that this is one of those most interesting ways for you how not to become a process prisoner is to use the CRM system, like Go High Level. Now, of course, there's other topics that I could cover, such as AI chatbots and book appointment system and whatnot. But I wanted to start off with a simple representation of this pipeline workshop pipeline to kind of help you understand why am I doing what I'm doing and why is this important for how not to become a process prisoner, right? Now, additionally, there's those tags over here, right? For example, let's say you have a tag of some sort, right? You could use this tag and you could identify what that, you could pre-create the tag and link it to an automation campaign and literally just type the tag over here. So if I wanted to notify this person, oh, let's say I had a conversation with a person on a workshop and they wanted to do something like a waitlist Discord, right? And they wanted to get on in a Discord, right? All I got to do is just select waitlist Discord, and boom, that person is going to be part of a nurturing campaign, and they would get a notification to join the Discord, and the Discord community is coming up, all that other fun stuff, right? So yeah, so it's going to be one of those things that truly makes you no longer process prisoners using tags, right? The representation of tags is very powerful. Now, going back to everything that I was saying before, and those, like over here, you could see some other people, right? Once again, I see that I only see two participants, right? The question is, where is the other participant? How come this participant did not show up? Right? So what I could do, let me demonstrate how no longer be a process prisoner, right? The first step, I went ahead and I moved the person around to the other location. In second step over here, you know what? I'm going to do something better. I understand that this person joined this particular feudal incubator. Sure, I could see that. This is nicely pre-configured kind of a page over here. And we're going to try to modify some of those properties over here. I have to make things consistent. Type of workshop needs to be on the bottom. Audience needs to be on top. It all needs to be 30 minutes. We're going to modify that. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you quickly for how not to become process prisoner by simply having systems in place, guys. Once you have those systems in place, you're going to be quickly navigating through all those high cardinality heterogeneous complexities. Now, this particular person joined the feudal incubator for digital workshop, right? And needless to say, he did not show up. Maybe email went to spam, right? Let's go ahead. And of course, there's another topic. I have tutorials for that as well for things not to go into spam. But the idea is we're going to open that up over here. We're going to quickly take this particular, we're going to copy this, right? And we're going to go to email, right? Boom, we go to email and saying, hi, by the way, I started the workshop. Feel free to join. Freedom Fusion automations, land, right? Boom. Here's the link. And I'm going to go ahead and hit send. Everything is in a single pane of glass, right, guys? It just makes it a lot easier. I honestly do not know what I would do if I didn't have high level. I would be probably stuck, like doing things going back traditional way, keep emailing, going back and forth, like going to Slack, email, notifying, right? No, I don't want to worry about that. I want to have everything from a single pane of glass. Now, Granted, sure, maybe there's a little bit of problems with notification for emails, and maybe something didn't get through when you're dealing with kind of customers, right? But if the customer has a text, you could most certainly reinforce that with a text message, and we could do SMS integration for you if you're interested. And if it's somebody like if they have a WhatsApp, reach out to your customer on their favorite messaging. Stay closer to your customer by providing instant support and sending. We could integrate that with WhatsApp, right? So this way, it just makes it easier, especially for anybody who's kind of a member of your immediate team, right? So, for example, over here we have Slack, right? Slack has different types of, and this is the company I'm building, Freedom Fusion System. This is automation agency and talent agency all in once. And what we do, we specialize in bringing feudal lords efficiency. We specialize feudal lords. We specialize with helping feudal lords discover that freedom, right, and no longer be process prisoner. Now, in this particular case, as you can see, there is WhatsApp that needs to be connected. The process of interconnecting WhatsApp is relatively straightforward. The reason why I'm using WhatsApp is because I do not want to be a process prisoner in terms of kind of, here's the thing. If you guys get Slack, if you get all that other stuff, it costs money, right? If you use WhatsApp, it's free. And you could quickly pre-onboard anybody you want from like feudal underground development community and hit the ground running and start building your own product at low cost or no cost at all, with zero labor cost, by just teaming up together with passionate side hustlers. And yeah, and that's how you not become a process prisoner. You leverage somebody from overseas who is very interested in developing that feudal land and growing together and helping you not be a process prisoner. If you're interested, we could help you get connected with such side hustlers. In fact, we have an entire channel for those side hustlers. It's called Elite Hustlers, to help you better understand the gravity of the situation and how Elite Hustlers comes together. I do have, if you go to buymecoffee.com/Freedom Fusion System, you get to see how our Elite Hustlers come together. Our Elite Hustlers are no random strangers. They're actually individuals who helping us build an entire business, entire division, entire multiple divisions. In fact, like here's a Freedom Fusion bus division, a digital division where we actually building an entire business on top of the Californian bus in Hollywood. And this is what it looks like. This is how we're building that, and this is how we're not staying a process prisoner. We are leveraging people from overseas who are ready to help. They have low standard of living. They have a way that they want to work, but they can't. They can't afford expensive tools. What we do, we help them get trained inside of the feudal incubator, and then we connect them with the feudal lords who are seeking to no longer be a process prisoner. Being connected with Elite Hustler is your ticket to not being a process prisoner. This is an example of how we teach, mentor all of our elite hustlers. And we don't just teach and mentor them. They all follow the feudal system framework. They reflect, they learn, they execute, and essentially mentor. The feudal system is platform independent framework that I invented, or should I say reincarnated, from the feudalism times of Japan and brought it directly into FUD, into the digital modern era that we live in today. It got picked up by millions and now is being utilized as one of those systems and FUD directly by us within the feudal underground development, where we're building businesses, or should I say feudal lands, heck, feudal kingdoms. Guys, if you don't want to be a process prisoner, you need to be learning, reflecting, executing, and mentoring all at the same time. This will no longer make you a process prisoner. Instead, it will make you become a freedom founder. To become a freedom founder, you need to be interconnected through collisions. The collisions are, think of them as sets, integrated sets that bring together side hustlers together to work with one another in a community settings. So, for example, here's a Freedom Fusion path. This is our community for side hustlers. We train side hustlers to become, to hatch out of their eggshells inside of a feudal incubator. And we do it based on a product level. So we have feudal knights who are basically the founders, co-founders, co-product owners of each individual product, and we have feudal hustlers who are essentially top-ranking generals, training the premium side hustlers for how to develop hybrid skills, the skills that are not learned or taught in college. Now, we have different flavors of side hustlers: elite, ultimate, and expert side hustlers. And when side hustlers join, they join us as, well, regular side hustlers on FUD. FUD is the Feudal Underground Development Community. This is where I have multiple guides that literally explain you everything you absolutely need, everything you need to know in order to learn those hybrid skills. They give you a precursor and kind of a little small mini boot camp for you to learn from prior to joining the feudal army. In Feudal Incubator, you get taught by the best. You get taught by the feudal hustlers. Now, granted, feudal hustlers are, they're top-ranking generals. They're the ones that leading the army of side hustlers to freedom. They're the ones that are experts in specific product, specific sub-product. For example, a blue pill or a red pill. It could be, we may have a feudal hustler that hyper focuses only on blue pill and another feudal hustler on a red pill. Or we may have two feudal hustlers representing blue pill and two feudal hustlers representing red pill. In this particular case, as we continuously grow in our community, we wanted to let feudal lords know that we're here to help. We are here to help you get connected with one of our trained premium hustlers. Now, if you want to learn how, all you got to do is you just go to buy.link/Freedom Fusion System, join the workshop that I'm doing right now, the one that you're missing out, and you could ask me questions for how we can help your feudal land grow. If you're interested, then definitely you guys want to join one of those workshops. Now, going back to this whole concept of no longer being a process prisoner, right? The process prisoner part is one thing, but the key is, how do you modify some of those things? How do you reach out to customers on their favorite messaging app, right? How do you do this? Who's going to do all that stuff for you, right? Who's going to make things easier for you? Who's going to build stuff for you? Sure, you could connect with premium hustlers, and you could most certainly do that. But the truth is, I mean, premium hustlers, they're learning skills. They're not, they're going to be doing this in a way where, yeah, you connect with them directly, you tell them exactly what needs to be done, and they do it, right? But that still kind of makes you still kind of being that process prisoner, because you still have to manage, you have to do all that time you got to spend, right? But the question is, would you be interested for us to manage your elite hustlers for you, where we do it for you? Would you be interested in that? If that's a yes, then definitely this is another option that we're providing for feudal lords who are trying to be no longer process prisoner, and we provide this inside of a Freedom Fusion track. So Freedom Fusion track is basically an incubator for building your own AI and automation agency, but we also provide the do-it-for-you type of services inside of this agency. So the way it works is obviously inside of our Freedom Fusion track, inside of the feudal incubator for Freedom Fusion track, what we do, we train side hustlers, right, to how to become literally like very well versed in all sorts of skills related for AI-driven automations, right? Then those side hustlers, they graduate the feudal incubator, and of course in the process they also get an opportunity to resell our automations and print some money in the process. And of course, in the process, they get to resell not only one type of automation, but multiple types of automations. And of course, in the process, you could connect with them. You could connect with them from Freedom Fusion Land community. You could connect with the trained side hustlers who already developed the skills. Sure, you could most certainly do that, right? And all you got to do is join the Freedom Fusion Land community and drop your request, your automation request, and our trained premium side hustlers, they will take care of it. They'll do the automation for you. Now, of course, they'll be doing it like you connect with them directly. There's a fee associated for Freedom Fusion Land for you to join Freedom Fusion Land and to be able to connect with the side hustlers who are trained in those automations and other hybrid skills. There is a fee associated with that. In fact, here's a Freedom Fusion Land community, right? I wanted to show you, right? This is the Freedom Fusion land. And as you can see, we have all those different things over here, all those different Freedom Fusion land, Freedom Fusion Boost. Freedom Fusion Booster is another one of those products that helps you learn how to convert $1 into 3 and boost your feudal land. Freedom Fusion Content, Freedom Fusion Digital, Freedom Fusion Pitch, all that stuff is a fair game for anybody who wants to go ahead and no longer be a process prisoner. It's a fair game for any feudal lord who is seeking to discover freedom. And it's a fair game for anybody who truly wants to get connected with somebody who actually know what they're doing, right? And it's also a fair game for anybody who wants to no longer be a process prisoner and literally have those. You could literally just buy those automations for us if you're interested. Let's say you are, and although when I created this workshop, this workshop was meant to be for anybody who is a direct customer, not necessarily indirect customer. But I understand there are a lot of people who are going to be showing up in this workshop that are not exactly a direct customer, right? I totally understand that. For example, perhaps you may be a social media agency, or maybe you are coming from another feudal incubator. For that, there's another workshop that's specifically for those types of folks, which is being run by Luca, another feudal hustler, and he will basically teach you the automations, AI-driven automations, and all that type of stuff. But that doesn't. But in case if you are interested in buying personalized and non-personalized type of automations, right? We have that option available for you as well. So we have different types of automation plans: Ultimate, Professional, Essential, and Freedom Founder Plan. And effectively, what we do is we give you an option. Do you want to have a personalized based option, or do you want to have a non-personalized automation option? So if you have a small business and you are literally want to get something personalized, of course it's going to be more expensive, but non-personalized is going to be less expensive. Yeah, sure, absolutely. But at least we provide you both of those options for how not to become a process prisoner, right? But the question is, what does it all mean? Well, here's a non-personalized options, right? This is called type 1 do-it-yourself automations, right? So this is where literally if you said, okay, guys, I actually need some, I don't know, some Airbnb automations, right? Well, then guess what? You could buy our non-personalized automations. You could import those automations if you have your own Go High Level and or Zapier, and follow tutorials and go high level and get support on separate monthly pay for support. And yeah, you get the you essentially pay per template automation set imported into your Go High Level. So this way you don't have to, like, if you don't have this technical expertise, I mean, if you have some technical expertise and you have some Go High Level thing, you have Go High Level CRM and Zapier and whatever, and you feel like you want to do this in your environment, you could just buy our automation, right? You just tell us what it is. You go to buy.link/Freedom Fusion System. You talk to Ron Wells, right? You talk to whoever the feudal hustler who's running the workshop, right? And yeah, you just tell us what you want. If you're looking for type 1 or do-it-yourself automation, whether it's hosted on your Go High Level, or there's another alternative where you use already pre-created automation template sets that are pretty much the same kind of template sets as you would otherwise import for the type 1A, but those automated template sets are specifically hosted on our Go High Level plus our Zapier. So this way, you no longer have to be kind of wondering and pondering, oh, how do I do this? How do I design a funnel? How do I get those tags? Oh, what happens if the person doesn't show up? Man, I don't know what to do. Like, I have multiple products. How do I do this? How do I bring them all together? Like, how do I see everything in the pipeline the way you showed Rome Wells? How do I make it all, AI driven and have all those things interconnected in a way that just makes total sense for me, right? If you are looking for this personalized, like a kind of non-personalized approach, or should I say, like this, what I just described is more personalized approach, then your choice would be this over here on top, right? If you want like, oh, everything, like you're fully confused, you don't know what you're doing, right? You want everything personalized, right? There's a big plan, you get Freedom Founder plan, right? Well, there's also Ultimate and Professional Essential plans, right? That are smaller plans, but Freedom Founder is like a big plan. It's mostly for like dentist office, any or medical kind of health organizations and whatnot. It's our expense. It's actually expensive plan because it does require a lot of personalization and whatnot, right? But the idea for you to kind of recognize is that there's two types of personalization: done for you and do it yourself, right? So done for you personalization, right, is kind of, it's different, right? So what we're looking is non-personalized approach, right? So non-personalized approach is do it yourself, right? This is non-personalized approach, do it yourself. So in simple words, you are depending on what your tech stack is, right? If you are somebody who does not have any technical expertise and will no longer want to be a process prisoner, and you want to do it yourself, right? Inside of our Go High Level, where you log in there and you literally have everything connected, everything, you just like start. You still get monthly support, but it's not going to be personalized based monthly support or anything of that nature. If it's, let's say the automation is pre-configured for you, the automation sets, and if something breaks or anything like that, then yeah, you would get monthly support for that, right? But you would not, if anything extra outside of those automations, then it would not be covered up, obviously, right? So, but the idea here is if you don't have any of the tools and you still want to do it yourself inside of the tools and you have some technical expertise, right? Then sure, you go in with type 1B, right? Now, if you are the type of person who does not have any technical expertise whatsoever, right? And you wanted to have personalized things, right? Personalized, done it for you. Then if it's personalized, it's going to be very expensive. That's number one. If it's personalized Freedom Founder plan, right? For the other personalized, if it's less expensive, if let's say you're a barbershop or a salon or some small type of business, right? And you still want it done it for you, your automations hosted on our Go High Level in our own Zapier, they'll be type B, right? So basically, let's say you're a small business. I actually do have a small business person who me and Lee are communicating with right now. His name is the person who runs his own barbershop and happens to be also a karaoke shop. He cuts people hair and does karaoke. His name is Kyle. And he does not fall into any of those categories um, because well, I mean, how should I say it? The reason why I say he doesn't fall into any of those categories is because he wants everything. He wants digitization to digitize his old memorabilia as part of our Freedom Fusion digital service. He wants automations. He wants digital marketing. He wants automation, like everything combined, right? And there is no concrete like separation of plans or anything like that, right? So you get fully confused if you start dealing with those customers. Somehow you need to separate them, right? In our case, the way we separate them is to two types of services: do it for you and DIY, right? So do it for you is basically your automation hosted on our Go High Level plus our own Zapier. We get to do the whole thing for you for type 2B. So if you want it done it for you, and if you're like a small workshop, small business, we want it, and you really want it kind of done for you, right? You just don't have time, you just want customers, but you want it done for you, right? Then definitely you want to do it on our Go High Level. You don't even have to log in. We'll do everything for you. There will be some things we will have some workshops with you to kind of set up your WhatsApp or Zoom, so just make sure you log into it, right? That kind of stuff. But anything else, that would be like literally outside of that. So the idea, if you wanted to get so with done it for you, you get monthly support, you get pay per month plus any fees for Go High Level plus Zapier API usage. So if there is some crazy automations that you want, right, there will be a Go Zapier API and AI usage fees, right? If you want something completely wild, right? And you're going to get presented those fees and you're going to be shown, you're going to be provided actual dashboards for what those fees are. So this way you fully understand what they are, right? But it will be done for you. It will be done on a monthly, you pay per month plus fees for Go High Level. But the idea is it will be done for you. We'll set it up for you, right? Now, if you have your own Go High Level, um, and you want us to do it directly inside of your own high level, we could do it for you as well. And we just have to log into it. We have to configure everything. And of course, it will be a monthly plan, paper automation plan, depending if it's Freedom Founder plan or another plan. But the idea is, guys, definitely the idea is you have better understanding now how everything comes together, right? Now, the next thing that I wanted to focus on is making sure that those automations work. I wanted to make sure that this thing, like when you start building stuff, right? If you're interested in building any of the stuff, just so you know, as a brand owner, there's many different things you have to worry about. You just don't have time to be doing that. Your best option is do it for you guys. Do it for you. We'll set you up in your own sub account, Go High Level sub account. For example, like here's an example, real estate, right? We could set you up like in your own real estate sub account type of thing, right? And then you log in. Uh, we'll show it to everything, right? For how to operate the whole thing. So this way, we'll set up all the automations for you. You still got to log in. Doesn't mean you never log in, right? If you work, right off, let's say you have I don't know, like a book appointment system, right? And you wanted to kind of navigate through all those pipelines, who booked what, who didn't show up, who showed up, right? We could do it. We could do this for you automatically. Over here, you log in, you get to see everything. You could kind of drop somebody who didn't show, who no show, right? We could configure that for you, and you put the tag. We could make it a tag. So this way, you kind of select somebody with a tag, and boom, they get notified right away. They get re-nurtured, right? So this way, you get that full pane of glass, single pane of glass in one place. Have that central focal point. We can separate that across different types of workflows. We could attach Zapier to it to make sure everything you have entire knowledge system. Like for example, in my particular case, the knowledge system is like I want Slack, right? First, this is what's happening. Like for example, I'll show you this. You see how this digital boss thing? I have an automation set up that drops automatically into a Discord, right? From the spreadsheet, right? So we could literally create like a spreadsheet for you where you just sit inside of the spreadsheet and control and be like an eagle, have this 360-degree view and inside of a spreadsheet dropping things, right? For example, if I go to let's go to Google, right? So this way, I know many of you are super well versed in Google, and we understand that, which is the reason why we work with feudal lords who just want to they just want to stay in Google. They don't want to do anything. They want to stay inside of it and kind of don't move anywhere, right? And I get it. We have automations for that. Here's like a Discord content top and drop, right? For example, boom, here's a link, right? For example, this is a Freedom Fusion digital bus, right? Anytime I put something in here, right, it gets dropped automatically into Discord. So for example, let's say you're working on a small business, right? And you are like working super hard and you really want to take it to the next level, but you constantly have to jump into one tool or another tool, right? No, you just go into you just literally go into over here, right? Like let's say you have a specifically URL, right? And you go here and you type that in, right? And for example, this is I just type that in, and over here I say, this is how we use automations to make life easier, right? And boom, everything gets dropped automatically into Discord, right? I could close that out, right? I could close that out, and right away, this whole thing gets dropped and automatically into Discord. And of course, it takes like maybe a minute or two, right? But the idea here is we could also set you up with an AI tool where you could kind of open up over here a knowledge base, and I could say, for example, when was my last Freedom Fusion digital workshop was, and ask this question, and out of a sudden, it tells you exactly, oh, this is what we found for for this, like each individual source for when it was, right? Right here, it's kind of, let me rephrase that. I should have called it Freedom Fusion, oh, Feudal Incubator. When was my Feudal Incubator workshop ran last, right? I could kind of put that, and it just gives you the sources right away, makes it easier. Boom. As over here, you could kind of click on that and you'd be like, oh, here's a six sources found. Oh, this is what it is. This is what the workshop ran. This is what it was. This is what the conversation discussed, right? The conversation discussed joining a program called Freedom Fusion Content to learn viral content creation skills and make money. The speaker suggests creating a Notion portfolio using TikTok to promote product and connecting with Feudal Lords for potential business opportunities, right? And you could kind of see that this whole thing, like, what is this thing, right? This is automatically dropped from, this is actually, the whole thing is get transcribed into a Google Drive and gets dropped, but it gets summarized. You could go and you could click on Fathom and get to see right away what the workshop was. You could click on automation, right? Freedom Fusion System Gmail, like log in. Use, just try, guys, if you don't want to be process prisoner, use single Gmail account, okay? Use that, and boom, you just hit right away, right? You could hit play. This is me having a conversation with one of the feudal hustlers. I mean, elite hustlers. Yeah, and in fact, I need to actually send him an email to see where he's at and how he's doing. He's actually learning this. If I was gonna, he's learning the Freedom Fusion content, Blue Pill. He is focusing on this, which is different from Freedom Fusion Digital. This is a TikTok shop. If you want to learn how to print money with TikTok shop, you pop the Blue Pill. And if you want to learn how to, where you don't even have to sell on TikTok shop, you pop the red pill. As you can see, I'm demonstrating different types of Discord channels, content review. As you can see, this is a Freedom Fusion Path. The Freedom Fusion Path community over here kind of showing you some of the FUD workshops that are being dropped that I did together with my subscribers before, right? You could quickly learn everything from FUD to get a general understanding of how everything works. You could click on each and one of those workshops, navigate to FUD, and do this while you're on a phone, right? All of this is relatively trivial, guys. Somehow I see a lot of business owners just oblivious to not using any of that. I'm just kind of shocked and surprised that many of you guys are not even aware of things like this, that there's AI-driven automation things and going on. And like over here, I have the entire company on literally in Notion, like entire company is residing here. Like you go to recordings, right? Notice over here how we have, you know, things over here. What happens over here? What happens over here, you could see a pipeline, same pipeline that I was telling you, right? Same pipeline is for the recording. Anytime somebody has a meeting, for every one of the products, I have specific timeline, right? So, for example, if it's on intro call, then it goes into intro. If it's onboarding, it goes to onboarding. So you guys get the idea. We could do this relatively easy for you to set that up, this automation. And this way you're fully running on everything, and you quickly can just kind of see what's happening. See, be that eagle, fly free towards your freedom, right? And see everything in front of you, right? Don't be just like that process prisoner, wondering where things are, right? So what we could do, we could connect the Slack channel directly together with your Notion. So this way you'll no longer be a process prisoner, and you could just go in and say, what was the person doing? What was what side hustler doing for the past 3 days? And we'll just come back and tell you that, right? So we're obviously working on those integrations in parallel, and we're creating those workshops as we go along. But I think it gives you fairly good glimpse of information behind the scenes, guys, right? I'm hoping that this somehow registers with many of you. Now, if I was to talk about anything else, I most certainly would. But I think I kind of gave you a glimpse of information for how not to be a process prisoner. And granted, I haven't even talked about the AI chatbots. I haven't talked about book appointment system. I haven't talked about anywhere near other things that I should be talking about that I just didn't even have a chance. That's why I got to jump into those workshops and learn how all those things works. Go to buymecoffee.com/Freedom Fusion System. If you like our feudal mission, go ahead and buy me and leave some coffee, leave the feudal night, digital feudal night. And yeah, just go to buymecoffee.com/Freedom Fusion System. And just to show you another way for how you no longer need to be a process prisoner and how we could set that up for you as well, is if you go to freedomfusionsystem.com, notice how if you kind of scroll further down, you get to see a calendar, right? You could book, first of all, if you want any automation help, you can book Luca over here. You could book Luca with Luca, and you go here, it will take you, you book a call, your discovery call, and you let them know exactly what you're looking for in terms of automations, right? Now, in terms of anything else, if you wanted to book a call with me, right, and have consultation, then you just basically book a call with me and go straight to the calendar, right? We could help you set up the same thing where our partners are High Level, Zapier, Make, right? And of course, we could help you get set up with this book appointment system, and we could make it all automatic, where basically everything just kind of pops up, like chatbot will pop up automatically, and things just work for you. And um, and yeah, like over here, there's a little chatbot. The chatbot gets trained. What kind of plans? What kind of automation plans do you have, right? So I'm doing this relatively easy, guys, to kind of show you. Give us a minute. We're going to assign the best person to help you, right? I'm giving this relatively fast, right? It's a super fast paced kind of environment, guys. I want to just kind of give you an understanding so you fully understand the value you're getting from no longer becoming a process prisoner. You'll have a AI chatbots doing all those things, right? Um, so for example, it looks like, hey there, we offer 3 automation plans, essential, professional plan, and custom plan, right? So essential plan, professional, custom, and custom plan. Okay, so toward your unique business needs, probably custom plan needs to be modified to like ultimate plan. Originally, I had it there, but that modification could be quickly done inside of a Go High Level real quick. We could do that. We could also do that in Zapier to provide prescriptive based chatbot recommendations. So prescriptive chatbot recommendations are looking like this. If I was to go to zapier.com, right, and just kind of log in real quick and show to the prescriptive based recommendations, I'll go to chatbots. We could create custom chatbots with Zapier for you as well if you are not interested in having any Go High Level stuff and you were just interested like just creating a couple of zaps for you and where you create a chatbot and whatnot and with a form, and when somebody fills out a form, you get notified, that type of stuff. So here's an example of literally what as we're working on the Freedom Fusion digital product, right? We actually have to we work together with side hustlers and we tell them, hey, look, there's a couple of tasks that you got to do. Here's the task that you got to do, and let me open the task just to kind of give you guys an understanding what we're doing in Feudal Incubator and why it's such an incredible opportunity for any side hustler from overseas. It's just completely insane. And I mean, like literally we build the whole business, guys. Here's our to-do list, right? So to-do list is kind of a big list, but let's see. No, this is not to-do list. That's not what I meant to open. This is to-dos, right? So we open that up, and over here, task 0, task 1, task 3, task 5, task 6, all that gets assigned to side hustlers. Side hustlers automatically get access to Trello board. The Trello board is automatically, the tasks get automatically assigned. Trello board has the control factors where people can publish, submit content, and then it gets reviewed and gets dropped into other social medias. We use MyMarketAI for example. MyMarketAI is one of those tools to get you thousands of views, millions of views, basically, if you use it correctly with the special digital marketing strategies. I use it and it clearly helped out my situation. If you want affiliate link at no cost to you, and just book a call with me, I'll give you affiliate link, and then I'll show you how to use it so you could get a lot of views, guys. Just basically reach out to me on FUD and say, hey, Rome, can you show me this view? Can you show me this tool that gives you like millions of views, right? But the idea is like, here's Marky AI. As long as you use time-based series content inside of your view, you could use modifications of like, you could add, for example, more emojis, less emojis, right? And it will kind of do this for you. And you see out of a sudden edit emojis, you could add additional hashtags that are trending, not trending. This is the regular hashtags, but there's another tool I could show you that brings the trending hashtags. So this way you're not wasting time and value on something that you should be perhaps not doing that and utilizing something that is trending and combining those different tools, guys. So now that I kind of gave you a quick glimpse, of course, we'll set you up with other little things, specifically This is a Miro, one of those other tools that we set up to help you guys be no longer a process prisoner and instead be a freedom founder. It allows you to kind of quickly navigate through high cardinality, heterogeneous complexities across different types of automations. It allows you to create kind of different things, optimization, different flowcharts and whatnot, right? You could kind of see and move your fingers and kind of, I'm using my fingers now to kind of do that. But the idea is this tool is really like a game changer. You could use this tool to figure it out, to pretty much map out your entire business, create recordings, and do all sorts of combinations of those recordings. For example, I have Freedom Fusion Path over here, community for side hustlers. For here's Elite Hustler. Here's what the Elite Hustler get to if they join the premium, right? This is what they would features that would be the products. I should modify this to products, right? Products, there would be products, right? Products that we get access to, right? So, and you could kind of see what that is. And so Freedom Fusion Track, Freedom Fusion Content, Freedom Fusion Premium, Freedom Fusion Digital, Freedom Fusion Gain. Then there's a workshop lives, premiums about some topic, advanced course talking about every topic, right? So all of this kind of charted down. Then here's the Freedom Fusion Land. This is the community for feudal lords. So today's workshop is all about Freedom Fusion Land. So Freedom Fusion Land is all about, once again, I should modify that to products, right? And Freedom Fusion Land is basically, products. This is basically a community for feudal lords. So if you want to boost your brand, you definitely your feudal land, you wanna join Freedom Fusion Land to discover that freedom and get connected with side hustlers. And you pay for that premium fee, as I mentioned, because they're trained, but you get to become that elite lord where you get access to a Freedom Fusion booster, or basically Freedom Fusion Boost product, Freedom Fusion Content, Freedom Fusion Pitch, Freedom Fusion Digital. And of course, Freedom Fusion Boost includes concepts of automations because it basically includes concepts of everything that you need to do in order to convert $1 into 3 and help your business flourish. Now, of course, as you can see, that Freedom Fusion, the whole thing is attached to the Freedom Fusion experts, right? So as you can see, Freedom Fusion Land, you have Freedom Fusion experts, or should I say feudal hustlers, right? So this is the feudal hustlers, right? Feudal hustlers. They are the ones that are basically doing the workshops. What experts will need to do, they will basically need to advertise our community, because if more people joins, the more money they will make with commissions and revenue share, the feudal share that they would get from each member that's going to be joining, right? Then they do the live workshops. They do combination of both free and premium, right? So if I go here, free and premium, right? It's absolutely clear. I think you guys got the idea of how powerful this Miro board is. Not only that, you could add comments, you could do all sorts of other little things to add additional value and talk about, like, you could literally add a comment that or duplicate that and talk about, you could do Miro assist, some of those features. All you got to do is just, for example, you could mention somebody, right? For example, you could mention add and then somebody's email and send it to them, right? And basically that's the idea. Now it's per cost. There's a cost associated with it, but hey, it's a very good tool, right? It's free also, but there's a cost associated with it for premium features and being able to record more and all that other stuff. But the idea is, as you can see, here's our Freedom Fusion product inside of community commissions, meet one-on-one, revenue share, right? So you can kind of see exactly, if I was to back out of this out of a second and kind of show you what is going on, you could kind of see and follow the structure of what experts are doing, how they will make money, how each sales expert does. Each sales expert, content creating expert, digital marketing expert, meaning the feudal hustler, they would basically get revenue share. Each expert will receive 15% of entire community. That number actually needs to be modified. It's not 50%. It's going to be lower. I think it's 10% or something. I think 7% with elevator to 10. Yep, 7% with elevator to 10. With elevator to 10% based on performance, right? Based on performance. I do have Zoom workshop that actually covers that and shows this as another reason. And I want to show you how I use Zoom in combination. Here's a Feudal Hustler Workshop, right? This is basically the one that I was telling you about. This is the one, the structure. I was showing the mathematical structure behind the scenes for red pill, blue pill. So this is the workshop that talks about how much Feudal Hustler gets. Instead of being a process prisoner and wondering and pondering what is where and where is who's when, right? I just go ahead and I'll put that in here, right? And what I'll do is I'll create over here. Let's do, for example, you could add link to, right? And I put boom, confirm, right? Boom, right away. Link to Zoom. Do you guys see how you do not want to be a process prisoner and how you quickly run the whole stack on Zoom, Go High Level, Zapier, Miro, Marquee.io, right? There's another cool tool that we're going to set you up. It's called Metricool, right? Not going to cover that right now, but the idea is you do not want to be sitting there and pondering and wondering like what is going on with your social media. You want to be automatically dropping things everywhere, all your social medias, right? Getting all the calls automatically coming in, dropping to Go High Level. Your Go High Level got to be engaging automatically, re-engaging. Same thing with your Zapier for certain things. You got to be able to interconnect your Google spreadsheets, your everything to Notion to make sure that you run everything in an environment where you get to fully understand what is happening, who does what, where does, how does it happen, right? So this way, I fully understand what's going on, right? Now, this is, and here's a kind of a, here's a, for this board, summarize takeaway ideas, right? So you could do this, summarize takeaway ideas, welcome to Miro Assist, right? And then we'll say, well, here's what it is. Look, based on the content of the board, here's some key takeaways. This is a community focused on various topics such as forex trading, automation, content creation, sales, and digital marketing. The community offers different membership levels, including free, premium, and elite. Feudal hustlers, experts in sales, content creation, digital marketing can join community and learn to share the community revenue share. Can also offer one-on-one mentoring to members, live workshops. Experts encouraged to conduct live workshops within community to share valuable information and promote their own products and services. That's true. That's another one of those benefits that Feudal hustlers get. Not only do they promote our products and services, Freedom Fusion products and services, but they could also promote as a bonus some of their own, which increases their chances of making money even more. But of course, we want to make sure that our products are definitely being promoted and is the top priority. But this is so this way, it's not like we lock you down, lock our experts down to only us, right? We want you guys to succeed, and of course, in the process of succeeding, our goal for Freedom Fusion System is to make sure that you're fully well versed in getting everything you need as a feudal hustler. But for the feudal lords, we make it easy. We make it easy for feudal lords to not have to go through all those heterogeneous complexities and have everything set up for you guys. If you want us to set it up for you, trust me, it's going to be a lot easier for us to set all of this stuff up for you inside of our dedicated Go High Level sub account. If you wanted to do that, simply let me know. Book an appointment. Go to freedomfusionsystem.com. Book an appointment with Luca, right? Talk to Luca about it. What kind of plan you want, right? If it's a Freedom Founder plan, right? You want everything personalized for you and you're ready to spend close to $2,000, right? Then definitely book Luca, right? Now, if you don't have that much, then you may want to talk to me first, okay? If you don't have $2,000 a month, you may want to talk to me, right? You may want to book a call with me on that freedomfusionsystem.com. If you're like $2,000 plan, you're ready to buy that, then talk to Luca, right? Now, no matter what the circumstances, you could still book Luca for like literally for your whatever the needs you're looking for, your automation needs, right? To do that, go to buymeacoffee.com, right? Over here, you will see more representation about what is being offered, right? Now, there's a couple of things being offered for if I go to shop, right? If I go to shop, you could just see there's a Freedom Fusion automations for the feudal lords and for basically your very own Freedom Fusion system plus mentoring. So this is a offer that is only available for one person. Only one person left for this offer, guys, where you get your very own Freedom Fusion system plus mentoring. Meaning everything that you just saw, you get it for yourself for $300. Only one left. Who's in? Let me know. If that's you, come back to me and come back to Luca, right? Book appointment on freedomfusionsystem.com, right? Go to here. And I mean, you already seen like where to go, right? But I'll do it again. I'll go to freedomfusionsystem.com, right? You go here, right? And you book Luca, okay? You book this button, call with Luca, right? Then you tell Luca, and by the way, you only guys getting this because of me. Like I begged Luca to provide that opportunity for you guys. I had to beg him to provide that to make it possible for at least one person to make a use case study out of you. That's the only reason why we're doing this, to make a use case study out of you. But I had to beg him to provide that opportunity. So if you are interested in getting book appointment system, your own AI chatbot, Freedom Fusion automations that will improve customer services and productivity of your small business with automations, right? Just imagine how much money and time you will save doing all this. Guys, not only you'll get the Freedom Fusion system, you also get mentoring sessions. Guys, this is huge. You get mentoring sessions directly from Luca. This is bunkers, guys. Like, this is insane. You should get this opportunity right away. We sell the same plan for $2,000, guys, and you get it only for $300. Once again, it's only limited for one person and comes with mentoring as well. So what's the catch? We want to make a case study for how we help you succeed. Plus, the crazy part about it, you get set up with both your very own Freedom Fusion system plus mentoring sessions. I repeat, both. This is unheard of, guys. Take this offer and run with it. And it's only limited to one person. Once you get set up, you get fully mentored. You decide if you want to continue having this system for your small business or if you want to do something else. If you want to continue using this, your Freedom Fusion system after you get set up, then you will get locked into this Freedom Fusion system for lower cost per month. It's going to be a lower cost, guys, than what we're selling this to other customers. This is huge win for only one person who takes this. Huge, both mentoring plus Freedom Fusion system, guys. Guys, my standard corporate consulting hourly rate is $275 per hour. Guys, you're getting insane skills for $300 per month. And not only that, but you get your very own Freedom Fusion system. This is gold. Is $300 per month for insane skills and automations and helping you become less of a process prisoner too much for you? Guys, are you kidding me? This is gold. I've been looping in life for 42 years and then unlocked Freedom Fusion system and stopped looping in a few months. Just see my other posts. Let me help you. Let us help you become less of a process prisoner and more of a freedom founder. Once again, this is only limited to one person. And if you're a FUD subscriber, you get this opportunity for $200 per month. Holy smokes! This is $100 discount, guys. Don't sleep on this. Subscribe to me, Ron Wells, on FUD again. Gain the insane skills not taught in college and learn from Luca at the same time, one-on-one. Then essentially from the Feudal Hustler when ready in the peer-to-peer community settings, right? And in this case, Feudal Hustler is also going to be Luca for Freedom Fusion track. So why do this first through FUD? Because to get discount and learn insane skills not taught in college. Guys, on FUD, you only pay for a very small subscription fee, but it will get literally like, it will be worth it for you guys because you get access to everything. You get access to like 800 resources. By now, it's probably like 1,000 resources to learn from insane skills that are not taught in college that will make you not only learn how to get new clients in your small business, but will keep you engaged in your very own feudal and land and ultimately resulting you in flipping it and achieving your Freedom Fusion goal. Then you just simply rinse and repeat the process again and you're golden, guys. How do you think we spun up an entire agency so quickly? Guys, we have now presence in UK, US, Brazil, and Canada. Guys, I had none of those skills a few months ago. The secret sauce was being set up with Freedom Fusion system. This was the secret sauce, guys, for how we spun up an entire agency. We can help you grow quickly like a mushroom. See my workshops on FUD, learn from them, and when you subscribe, and you will obviously see for yourself if this sounds insane or unbelievable. Once again, guys, we're doing this only for one person. It's if you get this offer, trust me, you'll be very happy, right? So don't wait until it's taken away. Once it's taken away, that's it, guys. I can't promise you I'm gonna provide you that same offer, right? Anyway, guys, I'll see you definitely next time, and I'll cover probably more tools in the next workshop and show you some more kind of automations and whatnot. And hopefully you like this feature over here for Miro, right? I mean, it's pretty cool, right? So key takeaways, and you could create this as a sticky note, right? Boom, those the key takeaways, and I provide glimpses and opportunities, right? In fact, I could take this and I could put that whole thing into buy me coffee, right? Boom, over here, there's a sticky notes, right? I could do this, community growth driven, whatever, right? Or I could just remove that, right? And boom, I just put that on and I have that sticky note. So next time, if I wanted to explain something, I could just go ahead and kind of cover that, right? So right away, without the person fully confused, everything is all summarized automatically, right? That's pretty cool, right? So anyway, guys, look, I didn't even show any other features over here, right? I just kind of went quickly, and of course, there's many other things, and digital marketing division is another part, and there's sales processes, there's bots, there's a sales rep workflows. We could literally set up all of your sales reps and the workflows and hit the ground running for you. So this way, you're no longer being that process prisoner, guys. Get on one of our plans, guys. Get one, talk to us. Go to footinfusionsystem.com, book a call, right? Book an appointment. Let's discuss. Let's discuss your feudal need, okay? And then we'll help you out. You win, we win. Okay, guys. I'll see you next time. And hopefully you enjoyed this workshop. And take care.